All right. Well, hey everybody. Welcome back to All Things Ash. Today I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. What you don't know is that before viewing this, I tried to record this a few moments ago, and right when I was about to get the message out, I had a random coughing fit. So almost as if I was choking on my saliva. Um, which means that there is some resistance to this message being shared, but somebody needs to hear it. So I'm here to share it. Um, I was trying to start up again, and I had no issues with my throat at all. I'm not sick or anything. So we're doing things a little bit differently this time. I'm going to be sharing a download with you, and then also a few tarot cards. So somebody needs to hear that it is okay to be tender. It is okay to be tender. It is okay to feel, to show feelings. It is okay to express and know and trust that some spaces you will not be judged. Yes, you must have discernment, but don't get in your own way. Don't get in your own way. Don't overthink it. There are some spaces, some people that you are safe to express certain things in. There's an energy of this is this is very heavily in regard to something within matters of the heart. And now it doesn't necessarily need to be romantic, it can be platonic, but this is in regard to matters of the heart where maybe folks have been so scorned before that they no longer feel comfortable expressing certain things or sharing certain things. Maybe they feel vulnerable. Maybe they feel exposed. Maybe they feel, what's the word that's trying to come out? It's not coming to me, but I'm being led to tell you that it's not weakness. It's not weakness. There's strength in that tenderness, in that vulnerability, in that expression, and acknowledging your truth and sitting with it. And when you feel safe and comfortable to do so, to share it. Share it with the right people, with those who do have the capacity to feel. And know that just because someone shows the capacity to feel certain things does not make them weak either. It doesn't make you weak. This is specifically in regard to a masculine energy. Now, this doesn't mean that it won't apply to feminine energies because it very much could. However, there's a masculine energy that's fighting some level of expression, and it's heavy, it's felt, it's so heavy. This world teaches our masculines to be hard, to not show emotion, to not show weakness, but emotion is not weakness. Emotion is strength, especially being able to master your emotions. Being able to master your expression of emotions is actually the ultimate strength, because emotions that men express regularly are anger, aggression, frustration, right? So uh, a lot of these things are still emotions, but those things aren't always depicted as weak among men. However, some of those things are the weakest depending on the scenario. So it's really about perspective. It's about the situation at hand. Everybody's different. So use your discernment. Allow yourself to grow in your perception of what is what. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to be tender. Allow yourself to shift and evolve into the next level that's requiring more depth, that's requiring more tenderness within yourself, let alone with anybody else, before anybody else. Now, I did shuffle some cards just to see if anything would come out, and I got King of Pentacles. Super, super masculine in his strength energy. But Eight of Wands to follow. Judgment, because you're judging yourself, okay? It's time to get out of your own way. You're judging yourself. Somebody is judging themselves hard right now, or judging the situation and the scenario, or maybe other parties in that. But this judgment, this perception is shifting. It's shifting because things are starting. First of all, the King of Pentacles is earth energy. That is the most stable of them all. Of all of the different elements. So grounded, yes, absolutely, but with vigor, with passion. The Wands is fire, right? So that judgment is shifting into something that stability can be built on. It's shifting into something that fruition can be built on. And when I say fruition, like, do you see the celebration here? You see the family, right? The 4 pillars is foundation, stability. First of all, the 4 wands, excuse me. 4 wands act as pillars, yes, but you got the 2 pillars here in the High Priestess that follows that. And fruition is literally written all in this card with the it looks like pomegranates to me, but with the fruit behind her, behind this High Priestess. You got, and the contrast of the dark and the light. There's contrasting energies here, and that's okay. That's okay. Bottom of the deck was the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in your favor. Okay, things are turning in your favor in the best ways. In the best ways. You gotta trust the journey. You gotta give yourself grace. It's gonna be okay. It's safe. It's okay to be tender with yourself first and foremost. And especially those who love you. Especially those who try. And remember that no one in this world, yourself included, is going to be perfect. So give yourself grace, give others grace for the imperfections that we all embody. And one last thing, my fertility doll, this was a part of the download that triggered it. My fertility doll, my lovely, beautiful, wonderful cat over here who's perched on his tree, knocked this over and it chipped. It chipped at the bottom and I had to repair it. So as I was repairing it, I had this download, this image of conversation of 2 parties hashing things out, and it actually being a lot easier than expected. It actually completing things, and the concept of repair is heavy here. Repair, literally, I was repairing this doll, but it's not just a physical repair, it's an energetic repair, it's an emotional repair, a mental repair. There's a repair here that's happening among 2 people specifically. And that's for you to decide who. But there's a repair here that's happening or about to happen that is going to be so fruitful. Remember, I was talking about fruition with these 2? Fruition is fertility. Fruition is all the way fertility. Not to mention, look at the king's, like, look at what the king is draped in. Okay, the king is draped in fruition and surrounded by fertility. 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 Something beautiful is coming here. And it's going to take that tenderness within yourself, and then within the connection, within this dynamic that's at bay, in order to receive it, in order for it to come, in order for there to be space for it. These things need to be addressed. But know that there is a quiet space for it. Know that it does not need to be loud. Know that you are held by yourself, first and foremost, and also by the people who came before you and those who are coming after you that you have yet to meet. You're held and you are protected and you're so worthy. to whoever this is for. I wish you the best. I wish you nothing but prosperity. I wish you ease as you transition into this next phase and evolution of yourself and of the world around you. Remember, you are writing your own story. You get to decide. You get to decide. But you must work with what is around you. Thank you so much. Oh, one last thing. To remaining aligned and staying divine. To remaining aligned and staying divine.